Hey guys, welcome! You're with Jim for Nerd News Social, and we're taking a first look at Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp for the Nintendo Switch. Just recently came out. I was a huge fan of the Advance Wars games back when they first released on the Game Boy Advance, funnily enough. Love the character designs, love the art. The gameplay is super fun if you enjoy, turn-based strategy. Look at Max there. Great character design. You got the Orange Star Army. This is Sammy. She's the third one in their little trio of destruction from the Orange Star Army. That's Nell. She's the brains of the operation. And here's a little bit of the gameplay for you. We're like fighting wars over here with just these adorable little anime people. Many of whom will not get to go home to their adorable little anime families. I'm so sorry. Advance Wars. Hi, Nell. Welcome to Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. You must be Pewter. It's an honor to meet you. My name's Nell.
I'm a CO in the Orange Star Army.
Even though she wears purple.
Is this your first time playing Advance Wars?
It is not, but for your benefit, we'll say it is.
Splendid. Let me give you a quick rundown of a few modes.
Versus is for multiplayer battles, which you can do with a friend. In fact, you can play with up to 4 players on one Nintendo Switch console. If each participant has their own console and a copy of Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, you can play wirelessly as well. That is a lot of fun. There's also the main gameplay mode, Campaign, as the story of the war's world will unfold as you battle against rival commanding officers. I'll tell you about some other modes soon. For now, I'd like to start you with your basic training. In each training mission, I'll walk you through the game rules step by step and even offer some strategic advice. Make sure you're paying close attention. For now, I'd like you to select Campaign from the main menu. See you there. Alright, Nell, I will see you. Let's go ahead and select Campaign. We're going to go with Advance Wars 1, because why wouldn't we? I think that's actually the only option we get. We're going to go ahead and put it into Casual, just because, I want to show you guys a fair amount of the game. Field training. We'll go over the basics of troop movement and attack controls in this training mission. Troop orders. So this is basically just telling us how to advance the war. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. So we're going to go ahead and have our 2 guys beat up on this one guy. We'll begin with a simple training mission to get you comfortable with the basics of movement and combat. Take a look at these 2 orange infantry units. They're both under your command. The blue here is an enemy unit. Oh, and this marker here, this is your cursor. Use the L button to move the cursor around. You'll also use this to give your units commands, see unit information, and more. Okay, so let's go ahead and select this guy. When you select a unit, the area around it becomes highlighted. This area shows you the selected unit's range of movement. Now, order your unit to approach the enemy. Please move the cursor here and press A. There we go. After a unit moves, this command menu will appear. The only thing the unit can do now is wait, so select wait and then press A to confirm your command. Perfect. Did you see what happened to your unit? Its colors turned darker. This means the unit can't receive any more orders this turn, but don't worry, you'll be able to use it again on your next turn. Now, select your next infantry unit. I've circled it for you here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and shoot this guy. See how the enemy unit's space has a red highlight? That means it's within attack range. Since infantry are direct combat units, you need to be adjacent to your target to attack. Please move your unit next to the enemy so we can fire away.
Great job.
Thank you, Nell. Now, just select fire from the menu and target the enemy unit. Alright, so you can use the R button to speed through these animations a little bit. So we knocked it down to 5. Nice work, you did some damage to your enemy. You took some counterfire damage too, but since you initiated the attack, your unit fared much better. When you're finished giving orders to your units, it's time to end your turn. To do this, first press A on an empty space to display the map menu. The map menu provides all the information and choices you need in order to enhance your playing experience. For now, I need you to select End Turn to continue with the lesson. Go ahead and do that now. Alright, so we'll see what this little Blue Moon infantry unit can do to us. Not a lot. Ooh, he's down to 2. It's your turn again, but hang on a second. Do you see those numbers on the units? Those indicate each unit's HP, which means hit points. All units begin with 10 HP, but as they take damage in battle, their HP will decrease. When a unit reaches 0 HP, it'll vanish from the screen. Notice that your unit currently has more HP than the enemy unit does. The unit that attacks first generally has the advantage. That's why you should pick your battles carefully and always try to fire first. Units lose some of their firepower when they get damaged, so it's better to fire on enemy with this undamaged unit. Let's select yours now. Did you know there's an easier way to give attack orders? If I may, I'd like to show you. See the highlighted enemy unit? It's within attack range, so you can use the quick fire on it. Try selecting the enemy unit directly. That works. Boom. That's it, guys. Mission accomplished. Well done. Since you also defeated the enemy unit, notice that you didn't even take any damage. I call that a win-win. Congratulations! You've completed your very first field training lesson. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Nell. Yes. Let's go. So we won that. Cities and terrain. This next lesson will teach you how to capture cities and to use terrain for defensive cover. So it's a pretty simple combat system overall. You'll find that it's almost rock, paper, scissors in a way. Some units are strong against others. Other units are completely weak against others. Some units can't fire on others at all. So, there's a lot of things to keep in mind. Looks like the enemy has deployed a mech, or mechanized mechanized infantry unit. These units are tougher and can deal serious damage to vehicles. Lucky for you, I planned this and gave you a mech of your own to practice with. Infantry may not be able to defeat a mech unit in direct combat, so you'll want to use the terrain for defensive cover. I think we'll start by teaching you how to capture cities. Let's select this infantry unit. Neutral cities are colored gray, but they change to match your army's color when you capture them. Capturing cities is vital to your success on the battlefield, so please attempt to capture and control as many cities as you can. To begin, please move your unit onto the city. Capture. Please select the capture command. Done. The city is now partially captured. It'll take a bit more time to capture it completely. Only your foot soldiers, meaning infantry and mech units, can capture a city. Each unit spends capturing a city. Each turn a unit spends capturing a city lowers the city's capture number by that unit's current HP. Be careful not to move a unit that's in the process of capturing a city, or you'll have to restart capturing it all over again. The same is true if the capturing unit loses all of its HP before the city is fully captured. Do your best to protect units that are trying to secure new bases, as they are vulnerable during that process. Let's select this unit next. Great, now move the unit here and begin to capture the city too.
Nice work.
Let's select this infantry unit. Oh, sorry, wrong infantry. There we go. Now fire on that infantry unit.
Hey,
Psst.
wanna hear a tip?
You can actually speed things up by holding... Oh, yep. See, I told you. So we're going to go ahead and shoot at this guy. Or these guys over here. Excellent. Now select this infantry unit. Notice anything different? The movement cost is double in the mountains, but such terrain offers defensive advantages that compensate for the extra movement cost. You'll understand better once you fire on the enemy. Go ahead and engage the enemy and fire. So we're up in the mountains. So are they. This enemy unit took less damage than the first one you attacked, didn't it? That's because of another terrain feature called defensive cover. Defensive cover in the mountains is this number shown here, a 4 in this case. The defensive cover on the plains is a 1. The higher the defensive cover rating is, the less damage the defending unit will take. Does that make sense? Great, I knew you'd be a quick study. Now, please end your turn by pressing A. Okay. Alright, let's see what these blue moon guys do to us. Oof. Oh my goodness. Down to 2 HP on that guy. Mech units really pack a punch, don't they? Luckily, even a neutral city provides defensive cover. Another thing to keep in mind is that movement cost differs between unit types. Did you notice the mech unit could move only 2 spaces but wasn't slowed by mountain terrain? Whenever you need information like this, just place the cursor over whatever you want to learn about and press the R button. Easy peasy. This works for terrain features as well as for all unit types. Always remember, knowledge is power. It's a good idea to order your units to capture at the start of your turn. That way you can be sure you won't forget to give the order. Let's select this unit. A completely healthy trooper can capture a city in 2 turns, so have them stay put and get it done. Yay. Great work. This is your city now. Notice how it changes color to match your army. Now select this mech unit. Because this unit took damage in the last round, it'll take a little longer to capture the city. Keep that in mind as you defend your troops. Since your unit was hurt, it can lower the capture number only by its current HP amount, leaving it vulnerable to another attack. Let's select this enemy mech unit instead. Alright. Why don't you finish the training while I prepare the next lesson? All you have to do is defeat all the enemy units. We gotta go ahead and kill this guy. Oh, not quite. But we can take out this guy, I bet. There we go. Alright, end the turn. Perfect. So counterfire actually took that one out. Okay. So we should be able to move down here. Oh, so close. So we can kill this guy and we're done. I hope you have a better understanding of terrain defenses and capture techniques now. Focus on the strategies I've taught you so far. Use them well and victory will be yours, I'm sure of it. This lesson will teach you everything else you need to succeed in combat. Alright. Repair and transport. Looks like the enemy has surprised our forces and damaged these tank units, but don't worry, I'll teach you how to even the odds. We'll need to repair them in order to have any hope of winning here. This unit is badly damaged and out of ammo, so let's patch it up. Will you select the tank unit first, please? To repair a unit, just move it to any city or building that you control, even your HQ. This is the only city in range, so please move here. Okay, so we'll wait there. This tank unit will now recover 2 HP for every turn it remains here. That tank won't have a chance to recover if we can't stop the enemy tanks from reaching it. And your other tanks aren't in great shape either. Oh dear. Luckily, there is a way to regain HP and block the bridge at the same time, and I'll show you how. First, let's select this tank unit. Now move the tank to the spot in front of the bridge so that only one unit can reach and attack it at a time. Since enemy units can't move over opposing units, we can use the tank to block the bridge. This tactic is called building a defensive wall. That tank won't last long in its current state, so select this other tank and I'll show you how to join them. Now, if you move this tank directly onto your other damaged tank, they will be merged. See, your tank is fully repaired. Excellent work. When 2 units join, they combine their HP. Of course, now there's only 1 unit, but that's sometimes better than 2 damaged ones. I know that 2 units may seem better than 1 strategically, but running around with low HP is very risky for most units. Also remember, damaged units deal less damage when attacking. Now your repaired single tank will be able to hold on to the bridge. And while that happens, your damaged tank can be repaired. One more thing, when you join 2 units, it ends their turn, so make sure you anticipate that. I can see that you're really starting to understand the strategies of war. I just have a few more things to teach you. It's great to see that we have an artillery unit, but there's a problem. Our artillery unit is out of ammo and it's almost out of fuel too. Yikes. That can't fire without ammo and it can't move without fuel. In its current condition, it's practically useless. Lucky for us, we have some transport units available. Let me show you how to use them. These transport units are called Armored Personnel Carriers, or APC. Let's select this APC unit first. Now, to make the artillery unit usable, we need to move the APC adjacent to it to give it some supplies. Supply.
Great job.
When you supply a unit, you fill its ammo and fuel to the maximum levels. This time we gave supplies to only one unit, but ACC units can also provide supplies to any other adjacent units simultaneously. Don't forget, you can supply units by placing them in allied buildings where they'll also heal. However, transport units are best used when you're on the move. Now that the artillery unit is ready, let's go ahead and use it. Please select it now. Artillery are indirect fire units. That means they can fire from a distance without fear of counterfire. Artillery units can't move and fire on the same turn, but the range of an artillery unit is 2 to 3 spaces. And wouldn't you know it, looks like we have a target within that range. Go ahead and fire. Careful placement of indirect fire units is vital to winning battles. Try to keep enemy units from engaging them directly and you will succeed. There are other ways to win too. See these buildings? They're the headquarters for each army. We call them HQs for short. If you can capture the enemy HQ, you'll instantly win the battle. Be careful though, the same rule applies if the enemy captures your HQ, so always make sure to keep it safe. Now, it seems like the enemy wandered too far from their HQ and left us an opening. However, your mech unit won't reach it in time to capture it. That's where having a second APC gives us the edge. Let's select this mech unit and load it into the APC. You can load a mech or infantry unit into any transport unit by moving them onto the same space. Go ahead and move here and then select load. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and move it there. Drop. If the APC happens to get destroyed, both units will be lost. But right now we want to capture the enemy HQ, so please drop from the menu. Now place the mech unit directly onto the enemy HQ. Boop. There you go. Now that you have a healthy unit on your enemy's HQ, you can begin to capture the HQ on your next turn. Your mech unit is in place, your tank has set up a defensive wall, and your artillery is fully supplied. You're doing great. Just focus on capturing the HQ and protect that bridge. End turn and finish up. This should be an easy victory. Alright, let's see. So his tank's going to fire on ours. Okay. So we do... Always the best strategy to use your indirect fire units first. Just search them out on the map and you got it. Let's go ahead and fire on this guy. There's nothing that they can really do to beat us at this point, so it doesn't even matter if we lose the unit. It's not a big problem. Oh, they can! Oh no! I had one job. Alright, kill them. Fire on these guys. Done. Okay. It's so funny to see the other units like, yeah, we're gonna capture this city over here. It's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, and this is gonna be us winning. Done.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Nell. Your lessons are all complete now. You're ready to take on anything War's World can throw at you. And just in time, too. I'm getting reports that the enemy forces have invaded Orange Star. One last thing to remember, keep an eye on your stats, but luck plays a small part in every battle. Keep this in mind and you'll do us proud. I'll see you around. Okay, well... Well done. With that, your field training is now complete. Congratulations, Pewter. How was it? Do you feel like you've got the hang of everything? Don't worry too much if you feel like there are still things you don't know. As you take on missions, I'll be around to teach you along the way. Ah, looks like we're ready to get started with the story. So that was the tutorial mode. Now when you pick this game up yourself, which I hope that you do, you won't even have to worry about doing that because you've seen everything it has to offer. The skirmishes between two neighboring countries, Orange Star and Blue Moon, were thought to have been merely stories of the past. That is, until the day Blue Moon attacked without warning. Pewter, you will guide the commanding officers of Orange Star in defending their territory and fight to uncover the motive behind the sudden ambush. Our story now begins with Nell, Commander-in-Chief of Orange Star. She trains a new recruit. And that new recruit, I believe, is Andy.
Andy, wake up.
This isn't the time to be lazing about.
I'm up. What's the drill this time?
I'm pretty sure that the lady who does the voice for Andy is Ash Ketchum from the Pokemon anime. I'm glad that she's still getting work now that Ash is no longer a main character in that. It's the Commander-Chief of Blue Moon. Our intel indicates that he's ordered an invasion of Orange Star. Blue Moon? I thought they were through being the bad guys. We assigned a recon team to investigate, and they just sent word that Blue Moon now holds Coral Fortress. We can't afford to lose that territory. Right on. I finally get to do something. I'm going to lead the way and save the day. I can't wait to see some action. Oh, no, you don't. Not yet, anyway. Not yet, anyway. We need to listen and learn first. Our top priority is rescuing Coral Fortress for Orange Star. Watch closely, okay? Let's go. Okay, so Nell is going to be our CO for this mission. There's a thing that you can do called a CO power, and it allows you to basically... Oh, tank ops. It basically allows you to do additional battlefield effects. So with Andy, he heals all of his units. I forget exactly what Nell does. It's been a long time. A medium tank, Olaf means business. Even with all our units, we'll need an airtight strategy to win. Okay, I get it. We need a strategy. A really good strategy. Nell, what's a strategy again?
You need me to explain?
No, I think we know what a strategy is. I'm kidding, Nell. We just gotta be smart about our movement and stay out of the enemy's range. Then we'll save the day. Perhaps, but only when it's strategically advantageous. Every battle is different. There's more than one way to win, you know. Do you need me to explain the terms of victory? No, I think we know. Yeah, I know all that stuff. Let's go get him, Nell. All right. So, he's got a medium tank, which is basically something that will decimate any and all of our units. Let's go ahead and capture this city here. We're going to make a defensive wall right there. And other than that, I think we'll move the artillery to the city. And turn. Don't need to do a lot right now. So,
Star Army is launching a counterattack.
my new Coral Fortress. I see you failed to notice my new weapon, Nell. You'll soon tremble before the power of the mightiest ground forces ever. This will be a quick victory for Blue Moon. Okay. Alright, so we can fire on this guy. Done. And we need to destroy their artillery unit if possible. Okay, capture this. Move that back up there. Let's see, we'll load a mech unit in here for now. We'll have another mech unit advance to... Let's see. Oh, you can also see the firing range on things by hitting the... What is it? The B button over a unit. So we'll move a mech unit down here. We'll move an infantry unit down here as well. Okay. I think that should be everything we need to do. Okay, so they're capturing cities. Really, in a terrain like this, capturing cities isn't even that big of a deal, honestly. Oh, excellent. My CO power is ready. All right, Andy, this is a real teaching moment, so listen up. The CO power meter is at the top of the screen. The meter fills up gradually over the course of any battle. When it fills up completely, it will start flashing. That means it's good to go. When CO power is ready, you can activate it by selecting power from the map menu. But keep an eye on your enemy's CO power meter as well. They won't hesitate to use their own CO power against us. I'm confused. Where exactly does the CO power come from? Well, it comes from inside of you, of course. The exhilaration of battle kindles the flame of our special abilities. When that fire ignites, one's true talent can be unleashed. Huh? A talented fire, but how does that... never mind. Okay, then I'm ready to select power from the map menu and send Olaf's troops packing. So, let's see. Power?
Lucky me.
Lucky me, says Nell. Lucky Star. What does that do? Okay, so it hits all of our units. Now my units are lucky. That means they have a greater chance of dealing high damage in battle. But that's just my own CO power. Every CO is different, so you should adjust your strategy accordingly. You can read the intel on your CO power, or even that of your opponents. Just select CO in the map menu. Whenever you meet a new CO, I recommend checking there. After all, knowledge is power. Alright, first thing we're going to do... Take out that inventory... That, artillery. You're done. You're finished. Can't fire on anything here. Captured. Drop that there. Move that there. So the ground units, these little guys, can actually move over these rivers as well. So I don't think. Well, let's go ahead and fire on this recon vehicle. So the recon vehicles are only really useful in the places that have the fog of war condition. The fog of war basically obscures the battlefield apart from the area directly around your units. So, alright, so they captured that city. It's kind of whatever. Don't care. Alright. Can't fire on anybody here. That's fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Got rid of the recon unit there. So I think the main thing that I want to do is start moving towards that medium tank. Oh, actually, I have to take the southern route. Oh, well, it's fine. Let's see, how far can he go? He can go all the way there. He can go all the way there. Movement speed is kind of hampered through the river, though you can't travel as far as you might otherwise. So the mountains up here will stop my artillery unit from getting in. Let's see, but if I can move it to here, I should be able to attack the tank. I think that'll be fine. Again, it's been a little bit since I've played through this mission. Not quite. Okay. Darn. That's a bummer. Okay. The mountains do block me. Okay. What I'm gonna do... let's move up here. Okay. That should be the end of the turn. Oof. That's not great. Okay, so we're gonna have to take the artillery down the southern route. Basically, at this point, it's just about protecting my artillery. Nice. Okay, this should basically take care of that. Yep, there we go. Okay. Supply. Doesn't hurt to hit supply. Doesn't do any damage. All right, so basically we have almost all of our forces, and if you can believe it, would not be enough to take on that medium tank. Fire on this guy. Okay. So he's not going to move his medium tank from there unless he absolutely have to. We must not let this enemy overwhelm us. So let's go ahead and move. So I think we want to move, the goal is going to be to get him to about here, I think. Okay. Okay. So he should move his tank now because we're close enough to... Yep, there we go. We're close enough to the enemy base that it makes sense for him to move. Let's see. Yeah, we're still like just a little bit out of range. Dang. Oop. And this is going to do almost nothing. See? So we're going to flank it. Just to try and prevent it from moving closer to our artillery. Oof, I may have goofed. I don't know, hard to tell. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can attack it with my artillery from here. Oh yeah. I can. Okay. So like I said, it's very rock, paper, scissors. Artillery is always going to be super effective on tanks. Mech units do a fair amount of damage to tanks as well. Infantry does not. And I should have moved this infantry guy, or this mech guy, further up a while back. Might be able to do a little bit of damage here. Oh, we did it! Nice! Okay. So that's the very first mission. Woohoo! You really let Olaf have it, Nell. No fire. Oh. If Olaf has access to medium tanks, then our current tactics won't suffice. I'll have to ask Central Command to ship in some new units. Well, even my medium tank was defeated? Curse that, Nell! But it doesn't look like she has any air units ready to use yet. Ha ha ha. I'm sure I'll enjoy our next encounter. Well, that's going to be it for the first look, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this. Advanced Wars is just such a fantastically fun little game. What did we get? We got an S rank. Perfect. It's a really, really fun little game. I think you guys will enjoy it. If you played the original, you know exactly what this is. If you didn't get a chance to play the original, give this one a shot. Thanks so much for checking out this first look, guys. I'm Jim with Nerd News Social, and I'm looking forward to catching you in the next one. Take care. Bye.